what's the best way to kill grubs in my lawn and flower beds? And this is from Steve. Oh, those grubs. Do you like grubs, Mr. D?
Armadillos like grubs. You know, and so I guess armadillos would be considered a beneficial critter where grubs are concerned.
Yeah, grub control.
Grub worms are out there, and you know they're the larvae of May beetles and June beetles, the white grub, which is one of the most common. There's a threshold if you have a problem out in your lawn and you do a fine from 5 to 10 per square foot, then that's the threshold that you might want to treat. But if you got fewer than that, I wouldn't worry about it. Same way with my, the flower bed. There are products, if they are above that level, that are labeled and listed in the Red Book.
Okay.
Grub-X is one. It's a imidacloprid. There's trichlorfon and beta-cyfluthrin mixed, and then chlorantraniliprole.
Close.
Okay. Y'all get that right for me.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I tried that. But those are some products that are listed. Of course, follow the label directions if you are at damaging thresholds. But if you're not at damaging thresholds, I allow the beneficials, armadillos and things like that, to take care of them for you.
Okay.
Moles. I assume moles also like
yeah, that's right. They do.
grub worms. They prefer earthworms. Right. I think they prefer earthworms, but they I think will eat a grub worm also.
All right, Doc, anything to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, I think I completely agree. Just making sure that you really do need the application, do some counts, and don't assume that just because you had to treat grubs in the past, you need to treat them again. It's possible that some of those controls have been effective, and you might not always need to be treating.
Right.
And in my career, 30-year career, extension career, I can only think of 2 or 3 cases that I found economic thresholds high enough to treat. One was in a cattle pasture.
Oh, okay.
And one in a home lawn, but you know.
So it's not that often.
But probably more often than that, but I've had people call in and say they had that many, and if you treat, I mean, these grubs, they come around, they crawl out at night on the surface of the soil, and if you, carbaryl used to be a product that we used, and you'd go out, if you had a real heavy infestation, you'd go out and your yard's completely covered with dead ones, in the morning, but still, that's kind of an unusual thing to happen. It's not that common. I mean,
milky spores is something else that you can use as well. Yeah, just get it incorporated into the soil.
So there are some biological.
Yeah, so some biological. Yeah, that, and there are some nematodes, that I've read about before in the past that you can use as well. But I won't worry too much about those. I have them in my flower bed every year. What I do is just pluck them out, throw them on the sidewalk, and let the birds come get them.
They love them.
Yeah, they love them.
Wildlife support.
Yeah. So wildlife support. We hope you loved the video. We would love for you to ask more questions. Be sure to leave those questions in your comments.